Welcome to AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner question. I am your host John Menz from Learning Hub Academy. Question 1. Which AWS service is primarily used for software version control? Option 1. AWS Code Commit, 2. AWS Code Star, 3. AWS Cloud 9, 4. AWS Code Deploy. Right answer is 1. AWS Code Commit. Explanation: AWS Code Commit is a fully managed source control service that hosts secure Git-based repositories. It makes it easy for teams to collaborate on code in a secure and highly scalable ecosystem. AWS Code Star enables you to quickly develop, deploy applications on AWS. AWS Code Star provides a unified user interface, enabling you to easily manage your software development activities in one place. AWS Cloud 9 is a cloud-based integrated development environment, IDE, that lets you write, run, and debug your code with just a browser. AWS Code Deploy is a deployment service that automates application deployments to Amazon EC2 instances, on-premises instances, or its serverless Lambda functions. Question: which AWS service can you use to install a third-party database? Option 1. Amazon RDS. 2. Amazon DynamoDB. 3. Amazon EC2. 4. Amazon EMR. Right answer is 3. Amazon EC2. Explanation: all of these services are managed services except for Amazon EC2. EC2 is the only service in the list upon which you can manually install the database software of your choice. Question 3. Identify the services that have a global, rather than regional, scope. Choose 2. Option 1. Amazon Route 53. 2. Amazon S3. 3. Amazon CloudFront. 4. AWS Lambda. 5. Amazon EC2. Right answer is 1. Amazon Route 53. 3. Amazon CloudFront. Explanation: Amazon Route 53 and Amazon CloudFront have a global scope. Amazon S3 uses a global namespace, but buckets and objects are created within a region. AWS Lambda is a regional service. Question: which service can you use to provision a pre-configured server with little to no AWS experience? Option 1. Amazon Elastic Beanstalk. 2. AWS Lambda. 3. Amazon EC2. 4. Amazon Lightsail. Right answer is 4. Amazon Lightsail. Explanation: Lightsail provides developers compute, storage, and networking capacity and capabilities to deploy and manage websites, web applications, and databases in the cloud. Lightsail provides pre-configured virtual private servers, instances, that include everything required to deploy an application or create a database. Deploying a server on Lightsail is extremely easy and does not require knowledge of how to configure VPC, security groups, network ACL, etc. AWS Elastic Beanstalk can be used to quickly deploy and manage applications in the AWS cloud. It is considered a PaaS service. However, you do still need to deploy within a VPC, so more AWS expertise is required. Question: which AWS service allows you to connect to storage from on-premise servers using standard file protocols? Option 1. Amazon S3. 2. Amazon EBS. 3. Amazon Glacier. 4. Amazon EFS. Right answer is 4. Amazon EFS. Explanation: EFS is a fully managed service that makes it easy to set up and scale file storage in the Amazon cloud. EFS file systems are mounted using the NFS protocol, which is a file-level protocol. Access to EFS file systems from on-premises servers can be enabled via Direct Connect or AWS VPN. You mount an EFS file system on your on-premises Linux server using the standard Linux mount command for mounting a file system via the NFS v4.1 protocol. Amazon S3 is an object-level, not file-level storage system. Amazon Glacier is an archiving solution that is accessed through S3. Amazon Elastic Block Storage Ebbs is block-level storage that can only be accessed by EC2 instances from the same AZ as the EBS volume. Questions. Which pricing model should you use for EC2 instances that will be used in a lab environment for several hours on a weekend and must run uninterrupted? Option 1. On-demand. 2. Reserved. 3. Spot. 4. Dedicated instance. Right answer is 1. On-demand. Explanation. Spot instances are good for short-term requirements as they can be very economical. However, you may find that the instance is terminated if the spot market price moves. On-demand is the best choice for this situation, as it is the most economical option that will ensure no interruptions. Reserved instances are good for long-term, static requirements as you must lock in for 1 or 3 years in return for a decent discount. Dedicated instances are EC2 instances that run on hardware dedicated to a single customer. Question. What is an availability zone composed of? Option 1. One or more regions. 2. One or more DC in a location. 3. A collection of edge locations. 4. A collection of VPC. Right answer is 2. One or more DC in a location. Explanation. Availability zones are physically separate and isolated from each other. As have direct, low latency, high throughput and redundant network connections between each other. A region is a geographical area. Each region consists of 2 or more availability zones. Question. Which AWS services are used for analytics? Choose 2. Option 1. Amazon RDS. 2. Amazon Elasticache. 3. Amazon Athena. 4. Amazon S3. 5. Amazon EMR. Right answer is 3. Amazon Athena. 5. Amazon EMR. Explanation. Amazon Elastic MapReduce (EMR) provides a managed Hadoop framework that makes it easy, fast, and cost-effective to process vast amounts of data across dynamically scalable Amazon EC2 instance. Amazon Athena is an interactive query service that makes it easy to analyze data in Amazon S3 using standard SQL. Elasticache is a data caching service that is used to help improve the speed/performance of web applications running on AWS. Amazon RDS is Amazon's relational database and is primarily used for transactional workloads. Amazon S3 is used for object storage. Question. What advantages does deploying Amazon CloudFront provide? Choose 2. Option 1. A private network linked to the AWS cloud. 2. Reduce latency. 3. Automated deployment of resources. 4. Improved performance for end users. 5. Provide serverless compute services. Right answer is 2. Reduced latency. 4. Improved performance for end users. Explanation. CloudFront is a content delivery network, CDN, that allows you to store cache your content at edge locations located around the world. This allows customers to access content more quickly and provides security against DDoS attacks. CloudFront can be used for data, videos, applications, and API. A private network linked to the AWS cloud can be provisioned using AWS Direct Connect or an IPsec VPN. Automated deployment of resources is performed using CloudFormation. CloudFront is a CDN, not a serverless compute service. Question. What considerations are there when choosing which region to use? Choose 2. Option 1. Data sovereignty. 2. Available storage capacity. 3. Latency. 4. Pricing and local currency. 5. Available compute capacity. Right answer is 1. Data sovereignty. 3. Latency. Explanation. You may choose a region to reduce latency, minimize costs, or address regulatory requirements. Available capacity is generally not a concern as AWS has a large pool of resources and does not disclose the available capacity in each region. Pricing for AWS services is in USD. Question. Which service can be used to track the CPU usage of an EC2 instance? Option 1. Amazon CloudTrail. 2. Amazon CloudFront. 3. Amazon CloudFormation. 4. Amazon CloudWatch. Right answer is 4. Amazon CloudWatch. Explanation. Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring service for AWS cloud resources and the applications you run on AWS. CloudWatch is for performance monitoring, whereas CloudTrail is for auditing. AWS CloudTrail is a web service that records activity made on your account and delivers log files to an Amazon S3 bucket. CloudFormation is used for automated provisioning of infrastructure. CloudFront is a content delivery network, CDN, that caches content. Question. Which feature of AWS allows you to deploy a new application for which the requirements may change over time? Option 1. Elasticity. 2. Fault tolerance. 3. Disposable resources. 4. High availability. Right answer is 1. Elasticity. Explanation. Elasticity allows you to deploy your application without worrying about whether it will need more or less resources in the future. With elasticity, the infrastructure can scale on demand. Fault tolerance and high availability are mechanisms used for ensuring the availability of your application and protecting against the failure of hardware or software components. Disposable resources is an architectural principle in which servers and other components are treated as temporary resources and are replaced rather than updated. Questioning. Which items can be configured from within the VPC Management Console? Choose 2. Option 1. Subnets. 2. Regions. 3. Load balancing. 4. Auto-scaling. 5. Security groups. Right answer is 1. Subnets. 5. Security groups. Explanation. Subnets and security groups can be configured from within the VPC console. Regions are not configured. Resources within regions are configured. Load balancing and auto-scaling is configured from the EC2 console. Question 14. Which services are integrated with KMS encryption? Choose 2. Option 1. Amazon RDS. 2. Amazon EC2. 3. Amazon EBS. 4. Amazon SWF. 5. AWS CloudFormation. Right answer is 1. Amazon RDS. 3. Amazon EBS. Explanation. Not all services integrate with KMS. Questioning. Which service allows you to automatically expand and shrink your application in response to demand? Option 1. AWS Elastic Cache. 2. Amazon Elastic Load Balancing. 3. AWS Auto-Scaling. 4. Amazon DynamoDB. Right answer is 3. AWS Auto-Scaling. Explanation. Auto-scaling automatically responds to demand by adding or removing EC2 instances to ensure the right amount of compute capacity is available at any time. Amazon ELB distributes incoming requests to EC2 instances. It can be used in conjunction with auto-scaling. AWS Elasticache provides in-memory cache and database services. Amazon DynamoDB is a NoSQL database.
Welcome to AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Question Part 2. I am your host John Menz from Learning Hub Academy. Question 1. The AWS Global Infrastructure is composed of. Choose 2. Option 1. Regions. 2. Clusters. 3. Fault zones. 4. Availability zones. 5. IP subnets. Right answer is 1. Regions. 4. Availability zones. Explanation. The AWS Global Infrastructure is built around regions and availability zones as. A region is a physical location in the world where AWS has multiple AZ. AZ consists of one or more discrete data centers, each with redundant power, networking, and connectivity, housed in separate facilities. Question. Which of the statements below is accurate regarding Amazon S3 buckets? Choose 2. Option 1. Bucket names must be unique regionally. 2. Buckets are replicated globally. 3. Bucket names must be unique globally. 4. Buckets are region-specific. 5. Buckets can contain other buckets. Right answer is 3. Bucket names must be unique globally. 4. Buckets are region-specific. Explanation. S3 uses a universal, global, namespace, which means bucket names must be unique globally. However, you create the buckets in a region, and the data never leaves that region unless explicitly configured to do so through cross-region replication, CRR. Objects within a bucket are replicated within a region across multiple AZ, except for the one-zone IA class. You cannot create nested buckets. Question: which AWS storage technology can be considered a virtual hard disk in the cloud? Option 1. Amazon Elastic File Storage, EPS, file system. 2. Amazon Elastic Block Storage, Ebbs, volume. 3. Amazon S3 Object. 4. Amazon Glacier Archive. Right answer is 2. Amazon Elastic Block Storage, Ebbs, volume. Explain. An EBS volume is a block storage device that is most similar to a virtual hard disk in the cloud, as when attached to an instance it appears like a local disk that can have an operating system installed on or be formatted and used for any other local storage purpose. An EFS file system is mounted over the NFS protocol, which is a file-level protocol. Therefore, it is a network file system, not a virtual hard disk, and cannot have an operating system installed or be formatted and used as a locally attached. Disk S3 is an object storage system and cannot be mounted and used as a virtual hard drive. Glacier is an archiving solution where you can archive your S3 objects at an extremely low cost. Question: under the AWS shared responsibility to his model, what is the customer responsible for? Choose 2. Option 1. Physical security of the data center. 2. Replacement and disposal of disk drives. 3. Configuration of security groups. 4. Patch management of infrastructure. 5. Encryption of customer data. Right answer is 3. Configuration of security groups. 5. Encryption of customer data. Explanation. AWS is responsible for security of the cloud. Customers are responsible for security in the cloud. AWS is responsible for items such as the physical security of the DC, replacement of old disk drives, and patch management of the infrastructure. Customers are responsible for items such as configuring security groups, network ACL, patching their operating systems, and encrypting their data. Question: which service records API activity on your account and delivers log files to an Amazon S3 bucket? Option 1. Amazon CloudWatch. 2. Amazon S3 event notifications. 3. Amazon Cloud Trail. 4. Amazon CloudWatch logs. Right answer is 3. Amazon Cloud Trail. Explanation. AWS Cloud Trail is a web service that records activity made on your account and delivers log files to an Amazon S3 bucket. Cloud Trail is for auditing. CloudWatch is for performance monitoring. S3 event notifications is a feature that notifies you when certain events happen in your S3 buckets. It does not record API activity at the account level. Amazon CloudWatch logs lets you monitor and troubleshoot your systems and applications using your existing system, application, and custom log files. Questions: the IAM service can be used to manage which objects? Choose 2. Option 1. Security groups. 2. Access policies. 3. Roles. 4. Network ACL. 5. Key pairs. Right answer is 2. Access policies. 3. Roles. Explanation. Access policies are objects that you attach to entities and resources to define their permissions. Roles are created and then assumed by trusted entities and define a set of permissions for making AWS service requests. Security groups and network ACL are used as instance-level and subnet-level firewalls respectively. Key pairs are created in EC2 and are used to log in to EC2 instances. Don't confuse these with access keys and secret ID, which are used to grant programmatic access to resources. Question: which types of pricing policies do AWS offer? Choose 2. Option 1. Pay-as-you-go. 2. Enterprise License Agreement, ELA. 3. Non-peak hour discounts. 4. Global usage discounts. 5. Save when you reserve. Right answer is 1. Pay-as-you-go. 5. Save when you reserve. Explanation: Amazon pricing includes options for pay-as-you-go, save when you reserve, and pay less by using more. Amazon does not offer ELA, non-peak hour discounts, or global usage discounts. Question: which tool enables you to visualize your usage patterns over time and to identify your underlying cost drivers? Option 1. AWS Simple Monthly Calculator. 2. Total Cost of Ownership (TCO) Calculator. 3. AWS Cost Explorer. 4. AWS Budgets. Right answer is 3. AWS Cost Explorer. The AWS Cost Explorer is a free tool that allows you to view charts of your costs. You can view cost data for the past 13 months and forecast how much you are likely to spend over the next 3 months. Cost Explorer can be used to discover patterns in how much you spend on AWS resources over time and to identify a cost problem area. The Tco Calculator is a free tool provided by AWS that allows you to estimate the cost savings of using the AWS Cloud VS using an on-premise data center. The AWS Simple Monthly Calculator helps customers and prospects estimate their monthly AWS bills more efficiently. AWS Budgets gives you the ability to set custom budgets that alert you when your costs or usage exceed or are forecasted to exceed your budgeted amount. Question: what advantages do you get from using the AWS Cloud? Choose 2. Option 1. Trade capital expense for variable expense. 2. Stop guessing about capacity. 3. Increased capital expenditure. 4. Gain greater control of the infrastructure layer. 5. Comply with all local security compliance programs. Right answer is 1. Trade capital expense for variable expense. 2. Stop guessing about capacity. Explanation: the 6 advantages of cloud are: 1. Trade capital expense for variable expense. 2. Benefit from massive economies of scale. 3. Stop guessing about capacity. 4. Increase speed and agility. 5. Stop spending money running and maintaining data centers. 6. Go global in minutes. You do not gain greater control of the infrastructure layer as AWS largely control this, and though AWS is compliant with lots of security compliance programs, not all programs in all local countries will be included. Question: a company plans to create a hybrid cloud architecture. What technology will allow them to create a hybrid cloud? Option 1. VPC peering. 2. Internet gateway. 3. Direct Connect. 4. Elastic Network Interface. Right answer is 3. Direct Connect. Explanation: Direct Connect provides a low latency, high bandwidth connection to connect customer on-premise environments with the AWS cloud, which allows them to create a hybrid cloud architecture. VPC peering is a way of allowing routing between VPC in different AWS accounts. An Internet gateway is used to connect public subnets to the Internet, egress. An Elastic Network Interface, ENI, is a logical networking, a component in a VPC that represents a virtual network card. Question 11. Which service supports the resolution of public domain names to IP addresses or AWS resources? Option 1. Amazon Route 53. 2. Amazon CloudFront. 3. Amazon SNS. 4. Hosted zones. Right answer is 1. Amazon Route 53. Explanation. Amazon Route 53 is a highly available and scalable domain name system (DNS) service. A hosted zone is a collection of records for a specified domain in Route 53. CloudFront is a content delivery network (CDN) that allows you to store, cache your content at edge locations. Located around the world, Simple Notification Service is used to send notifications over multiple transport protocols. Question 12. What can you use to quickly connect your office securely to your Amazon VPC? Option 1. Route Table. 2. Internet Gateway. 3. Direct Connect. 4. AWS Managed VPN. Right answer is 4. AWS Managed VPN. Explanation. An AWS Managed VPN can be used to quickly connect from an office to an Amazon VPC. Direct Connect provides high bandwidth, low latency connectivity, but takes weeks to months to set up and is much more expensive. An Internet Gateway is used to connect a public subnet to the Internet, egress. A route table is part of a VPC and is used to control how traffic is routed within the VPC. Question. What is the scope of a VPC within a region? Option 1. Spans all availability zones within the region. 2. Spans all availability zones globally. 3. At least 2 subnets per region. 4. At least 2 data centers per region. Right answer is 1. Spans all availability zones within the region. Explanation. A VPC spans all availability zones within a region. VPC do not span regions. You create VPC in each region. VPC are not limited by subnets. Subnets are created within AZ, and you can have many subnets in an AZ, and AZ uses 1 or more data centers. AWS does not publicize the details. Question. Which service can be used for building and integrating loosely coupled Redshift distributed applications? Option 1. Amazon EBS. 2. Amazon SNS. 3. Amazon EFS. 4. Amazon RDS. Right answer is 2. Amazon SNS. Explanation. Amazon Simple Notification Service, Amazon SNS, is a web service that makes it easy to set up, operate, and send notifications from the cloud. Amazon SNS is used for building and integrating loosely coupled, distributed applications. Amazon Elastic Block Storage, Ebbs, provides storage volumes for EC2 instances. Amazon Elastic File System, EPS, provides an NFS file system for usage by EC2 instances. Amazon Relational Database Service, RDS, provides a managed relational database service. Question. Which type of Amazon Elastic Load Balancer operates at Layer 7 of the OSI model? Option 1. Application Load Balancer. 2. Network Load Balancer. 3. Classic Load Balancer. 4. F5 Load Balancer. Right answer is 1. Application Load Balancer. Explanation. Application Load Balancer ALB, Layer 7 Load Balancer that routes connections based on the content of the request. Network Load Balancer, NLB, Layer 4 Load Balancer that routes connections based on IP protocol data. Classic Load Balancer, CLB. This is the oldest of the three and provides basic load balancing at both Layer 4 and Layer 7, and F5 Load Balancer is not an Amazon load balancer. Question. Which services can help to automate a company's IT infrastructure? Choose 2. Option 1. Amazon Cloud Watch Alarms. 2. Amazon Route 53. 3. AWS Lambda Scheduled Events. 4. Virtual Private Cloud. 5. Elastic Network Interface. Right answer is 1. Amazon Cloud Watch Alarms. 3. AWS Lambda Scheduled Events. Explanation. Amazon Cloud Watch Alarms. You can create a Cloud Watch alarm that sends an Amazon Simple Notification Service, Amazon SNS, message when a particular metric goes beyond a specified threshold for a specified number of periods. Aws Lambda Scheduled Events. These events allow you to create a Lambda function and direct Aws Lambda to execute it on a regular schedule. Amazon Route 53 is a DNS service and does not offer automation. A VPC is a logical networking construct and is not an example of automation. An EN9 is a logical network adapter and is not an example of automation. Question 10. Which database service is a NoSQL type of database that is fully managed? Option 1. Amazon RDS 2. Amazon DynamoDB. 3. Amazon Redshift. 4. Amazon Elasticache. Right answer is 2. Amazon DynamoDB. Explanation. DynamoDB is Amazon's fully managed non-relational database service. Amazon RDS is a relational SQL type of database. Amazon Redshift is a data warehouse that can be analyzed using SQL tools. Elasticache is a data caching service that is used to help improve performance. Question. Which storage service allows you to connect multiple EC2 instances concurrently using file-level protocols? Option 1. Amazon S3 2. Amazon EBS. 3. Amazon EFS. 4. Amazon Glacier. Right answer is 3. Amazon EFS. Explanation. Amazon Elastic File System allows you to connect hundreds or thousands of EC2 instances concurrently and is accessed using the file-level NFS protocol. Amazon Elastic Block Storage provides block-level volumes to individual EC2 instances, cannot connect multiple instances to a single EBS volume. Amazon S3 is an object storage system, and Glacier is used for archiving S3 objects. Question. For which services does Amazon not charge customers? Choose 2. Option 1. Amazon VPC. 2. Amazon EBS. 3. Amazon CloudFormation. 4. Amazon S3. 5. Amazon SNS. Right answer is 1. Amazon VPC. 3. Amazon CloudFormation. Explanation. Amazon VPC and CloudFormation are free of charge. However, developer the business in the case of CloudFormation you pay for the resources it creates. All other listed services are chargeable. Question. What architectural best practice aims to reduce the interdependencies between services? Option 1. Services, not servers. 2. Removing single points of failure. 3. Automation. 4. Loose coupling. Right answer is 4. Loose coupling. Explanation. As application complexity increases, a desirable attribute of an IT system is that it can be broken into smaller, loosely coupled components. This means that its systems should be designed in a way that reduces interdependencies. A change or a failure in one component should not cascade to other components. The concept of loose coupling includes well-defined interfaces, which reduce interdependencies in a system by enabling interaction only through specific, technology-agnostic interfaces, e.g. REST-full API. Question 1. What is the most cost-effective support plan that should be selected to provide at least a 1-hour response time for a production system failure? Option 1. Basic. 2. Developer. 3. Business. 4. Enterprise. Right answer is 3. Business. Explanation. Basic does not provide any technical support. Developer provides business hours access via email. Business provides 1-hour response times for a production system failure. Enterprise provides 1-hour response times for a production system failure but is a more expensive. Question 2. Which AWS database service supports complex queries and joins and is suitable for a transactional database deployment? Option 1. Amazon RDS. 2. Amazon DynamoDB. 3. Amazon Redshift. 4. Amazon EMR. Right answer is 1. Amazon RDS. Explanation: Amazon RDS supports complex queries and joins and is suitable for a transactional database deployment. Amazon DynamoDB is a NoSQL database and does not support complex queries and joins. Amazon Redshift is a data warehouse used for analytic not transactional databases. Amazon EMR is a Hadoop service that is not suitable for transactional databases. Question 3. Under the shared responsibility model, what are examples of shared controls? Choose 2. Option 1. Patch management. 2. Storage system patching. 3. Physical and environmental. 4. Configuration management. 5. Service and communications protection. Right answer is 1. Patch management. 4. Configuration management. Explain. Shared controls that apply to both the infrastructure layer and customer layers, but in completely separate contexts or perspectives. Patch management. AWS is responsible for patching and fixing flaws within the infrastructure, but customers are responsible for patching their guest OS and applications. Configuration management. AWS maintains the configuration of its infrastructure devices, but a customer is responsible for configuring their own guest operating systems, databases, and applications. Service and communications protection is an example of a customer-specific control. Storage system patching is an AWS responsibility. Physical and environmental controls is an example of an inherited control. A customer fully inherits from AWS. Question 4. How can an organization compare the cost of running applications in an on-premise or co-location environment against the AWS cloud? Option 1. AWS Budgets. 2. AWS Simple Monthly Calculator. 3. Tco Calculator. 4. AWS Cost Explorer. Right answer is 3. Tco Calculator. Explain. The Tco Calculator is a free tool provided by AWS that allows you to estimate the cost savings of using the AWS Cloud VS using an on-premise data center. The AWS Cost Explorer is a free tool that allows you to view charts of your costs. You can view cost data for the past 13 months and forecast how much you are likely to spend over the next 3 months. Cost Explorer can be used to discover patterns in how much you spend on AWS resources over time and to identify a cost problem area. The AWS Simple Monthly Calculator helps customers and prospects estimate their monthly AWS bills more efficiently. AWS Budgets gives you the ability to set custom budgets that alert you when your costs or usage exceed or are forecasted to exceed your budgeted amount. Question 5. What is the most cost-effective EC2 pricing option to use for a non-critical overnight workload? Option 1. On demand. 2. Spot. 3. Reserved instance. 4. Dedicated host. Right answer is 2. Spot. Explanation. Spot instances are good for short-term requirements as they can be very economical. Sometimes AWS may terminate your instance, for example when the market price exceeds your bid price. This is a good option for non-critical workloads that can be terminated. On demand is not the most economical option. Reserved instances are good for long-term, static requirements as you must lock in for 1 or 3 years in return for a decent discount. Dedicated hosts provide a full server dedicated to a single customer and are therefore expensive. Question 6. Which service allows you to run code as functions without needing to provision or manage servers? Option 1. Amazon EC2. 2. Amazon Code Deploy. 3. AWS Lambda. 4. Amazon EKS. Right answer is 3. AWS Lambda. Explanation. AWS Lambda is a serverless computing technology that allows you to run code without provisioning or managing servers. Lambda is a serverless computing technology that allows you to run code without provisioning or managing servers. AWS Code Deploy is a fully managed deployment service that automates software deployments to a variety of computing services, such as Amazon EC2, AWS Lambda, and your on-premises servers. Amazon Elastic Container Service for Kubernetes, Amazon EKS, is a managed service that makes it easy for you to run Kubernetes on AWS without needing to stand up or maintain your Kubernetes control plane. Question 7. What benefits does Amazon EC2 provide over using non-cloud servers? Choose 2. Option 1. Complete control of the hypervisor layer. 2. Elastic web-scale computing. 3. Inexpensive. 4. Fault tolerance. 5. High availability with an SLA of 99.99%. Right answer is 2. Elastic web-scale computing. 3. Inexpensive. Explanation. Elastic web-scale computing you can increase or decrease capacity within minutes, not hours, and commission 1 to thousands of instances simultaneously. Inexpensive. Amazon passes on the financial benefits of scale by charging very low rates and on a capacity-consumed basis. Amazon EC2 does not provide any control of the hypervisor or underlying hardware infrastructure. Amazon does not offer fault tolerance for EC2. You need to design this into your application stack and assume things will fail. EC2 offers a highly reliable environment where replacement instances can be rapidly and predictably commissioned, with SLA of 95% for each region. Question 8. Which type of elastic load balancer operates at the connection layer, layer 4, and supports IP addresses as targets? Option 1. Application load balancer. 2. Network load balancer. 3. Classic load balancer. 4. ELB do not support IP addresses as targets. Right answer is 2. Network load balancer. Explanation. Network load balancer, NLB, layer 4 load balancer that routes connections based on IP protocol data. The NLB and ALB support IP addresses as targets, but only the NLB operates at layer 4. Application load balancer ALB, layer 7 load balancer that routes connections based on the content of the request. Classic load balancer, CLB. This is the oldest of the three and provides basic load balancing at both layer 4 and layer 7. Question 9. Which of the following are features of Amazon CloudWatch? Choose 2. Option 1. Used to gain system-wide visibility into resource utilization. 2. Records account activity and service events from most AWS services. 3. Used for auditing of API calls. 4. Can be accessed via API, command line interface, Aws SDKs, and the AWS Management Console. 5. Provides visibility into user activity by recording actions taken on your account. Right answer is 1. Used to gain system-wide visibility into resource utilization. 4. Can be accessed via API, command line interface, Aws SDKs, and the AWS Management Console. Explain. Amazon CloudWatch is a monitoring service for AWS cloud resources and the applications you run on AWS. CloudWatch is for performance monitoring. CloudTrail is for auditing. CloudWatch is used to collect and track metrics, collect and monitor log files, and set alarms. AWS CloudTrail is a web service that records activity made on your account and delivers log files to an Amazon S3 bucket. CloudTrail is for auditing. CloudWatch is for performance monitoring. CloudTrail is about logging and saves a history of API calls for your AWS account. CloudTrail records account activity and service events from most AWS services. Question 30. Amazon S3 bucket names must follow a set of rules. Which of the rules below apply to Amazon S3 bucket names? Choose 2. Option 1. Names must be unique across all of AWS. 2. Names must be 3 to 63 characters in length. 3. Names must contain uppercase letters. 4. Names must be unique within a region. 5. Names must be formatted as a DNS domain name. Right answer is 1. Names must be unique across all of AWS. 2. Names must be 3 to 63 characters in length. Explanation. Bucket names must follow the following rules. Names must be unique across all of AWS. Names must be 3 to 63 characters in length. Names can only contain lowercase letters, numbers, and hyphens. Names cannot be formatted as an IP address. Welcome to AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner Question Part 3. I am your host John Menz from Certificate Hub Academy. Question 1. Which of the following statements are correct about Elastic Block Store, Ebbs, volumes? Choose 2. Option 1. Root EBS volumes are retained on termination by default. 2. EBS volumes must be in the same AZ as the instances they are attached to. 3. You can attach multiple EBS volumes to an instance. 4. You can attach an EBS volume to multiple instances. 5. EBS volumes cannot be backed up. Right answer is 2. EBS volumes must be in the same AZ as the instances they are attached to. 3. You can attach multiple EBS volumes to an instance. Explanation. EBS volumes must be in the same AZ as the instances they are attached to. You can attach multiple EBS volumes to an instance. Root EBS volumes are deleted on termination by default. You cannot attach an EBS volume to multiple instances. EBS volumes can be backed up by taking a snapshot. Question. Which statement below is incorrect in relation to security groups? Option 1. Operate at the instance level. 2. Support allow rules only. 3. Stateless. 4. Evaluate all rules. Right answer is 3. Stateless. Explanation. Security groups are stateful, meaning that if traffic is allowed in one direction, the return traffic is automatically allowed regardless of whether there is a matching rule for the traffic. Question. What constraints apply to customers when performing penetration testing? Choose 2. Option 1. Permission is required for all penetration tests. 2. You can perform penetration testing on your own systems at any time without prior authorization. 3. You must complete and submit the AWS vulnerability/penetration testing request form to request authorization. 4. Penetration testing can be performed against any AWS resources. 5. Penetration testing must be performed by a certified security consultant. Right answer is 1. Permission is required for all penetration tests. 3. You must complete and submit the AWS vulnerability/penetration testing request form to request authorization. Explain. Penetration testing is the practice of testing one's own application security for vulnerabilities by simulating an attack. AWS allows penetration testing. However, you must request permission from AWS. Permission is required for all penetration tests. You must complete and submit the AWS vulnerability/penetration testing request form to request authorization for penetration testing to or originating from any AWS resources. There is a limited set of resources on which penetration testing can be performed. Question. Which statement below is incorrect in relation to network ACL? Option 1. Operate at the availability zone level. 2. Support allow and deny rules. 3. Stateless. 4. Process rules in order. Right answer is 1. Operate at the availability zone level. Explanation. Network ACLs operate at the subnet level. Question 5. What benefits are provided by Amazon CloudFront? Choose 2. Option 1. Allows you to register domain names. 2. Built-in distributed denial of service, DDoS, attack protection. 3. Used to enable private subnet instances to access the Internet. 4. Content is cached at edge locations for fast distribution to customers. 5. Provides a worldwide distributed DNS service. Right answer is 2. Built-in distributed denial of service, DDoS, attack protection. 4. Content is cached at edge locations for fast distribution to customers. Explain. CloudFront is a content delivery network, CDN, that allows you to store, cache your content at edge locations located around the world. This allows customers to access content more quickly and provide security against DDoS attacks. CloudFront can be used for data, videos, applications, and API benefits include cached content at edge location for fast distribution to customers, built-in distributed denial of service, DDoS, attack protection, integrates with many AWS services, S3, EC2, ELD, Route 53, Lambda. Questions. Which service can be used to help you to migrate databases to AWS quickly and securely? Option 1. Aws KMS. 2. Aws SMS. 3. Aws DMS. 4. AWS Migration Hub. Right answer is 3. Aws DMS. Explanation. AWS Database Migration Service helps you migrate databases to AWS quickly and securely. AWS Server Migration Service, SMS, is an agentless service which makes it easier and faster for you to migrate thousands of on-premises workloads to AWS. AWS Key Management Service, KMS, is used for managing encryption keys. AWS Migration Hub provides a single location to track the progress of application migrations across multiple AWS and partner solutions. Which feature can you use to grant read/write access to an Amazon S3 bucket? Option 1. IAM role. 2. IAM policy. 3. IAM group. 4. IAM user. Right answer is 2. IAM policy. Explanation. IAM policies are documents that define permissions and can be applied to users, groups, and roles. IAM policies can be written to grant access to Amazon S3 buckets. IAM roles are created and then assumed by trusted entities and define a set of permissions for making AWS service requests. IAM groups are collections of users and have policies attached to them. An IAM user is an entity that represents a person or service. Question. Which AWS support plan should you use if you need a response time of 15 minutes for a business-critical system failure? Option 1. Basic. 2. Developer. 3. Business. 4. Enterprise. Right answer is 4. Enterprise. Explanation. Only the Enterprise plan provides a response time of 15 minutes for the failure of a business-critical system. Both Business and Enterprise offer 1-hour response time for the failure of a production system. Question. Which AWS service is used to enable multi-factor authentication? Option 1. Amazon SDS. 2. Aws EAM. 3. Amazon EC2. 4. Aws KMS. Right answer is 2. Aws EAM. Explanation. IAM is used to securely control individual and group access to AWS resources. IAM can be used to manage multi-factor authentication. The AWS Security Token Service, SDS, is a web service that enables you to request temporary, limited privilege credentials for IAM users or, for users that you authenticate, federated users. AWS Key Management Service, KMS, is a managed service that makes it easy for you to create and control the encryption keys used to encrypt your data. Amazon EC2 is used for running operating systems instances in the cloud. Question: which AWS service can be used to convert video and audio files from their source format into versions that will play back on devices like smartphones, tablets, and PC? Option 1. Elastic Transcoder. 2. Elastic Beanstalk. 3. Elastic Load Balancer. 4. Auto-scaling. Right answer is 1. Elastic Transcoder. Explanation: Amazon Elastic Transcoder is a highly scalable, easy-to-use and cost-effective way for developers and businesses to convert, or transcode, video and audio files from their source format into versions that will play back on devices like smartphones, tablets, and PC. AWS Elastic Beanstalk can be used to quickly deploy and manage applications in the AWS cloud. ELB is used to distribute incoming connections to EC2 instances, and autoscaling is used to automatically ensure the right number of EC2 instances are available to service current load. Question 7. What method can you use to take a backup of an Amazon EC2 instance using AWS tools? Option 1. Take full and incremental file-level backups using the Backup Console. 2. Take application-consistent backups using the EC2 API. 3. Use cross-region replication (CRR) to copy the instance to another region. 4. Take a snapshot to capture the point-in-time state of the instance. Right answer is 4. Take a snapshot to capture the point-in-time state of the instance. Explain: you can take snapshots of EC2 instances, which creates a point-in-time copy of the instance. Snapshots are stored on S3. If you make periodic snapshots of a volume, the snapshots are incremental, which means that only the blocks on the device that have changed after your last snapshot are saved in the new snapshot. There is no backup console to take full and incremental backups. There is no way of taking application-consistent backups using any AWS tools. Cross-region replication is used to replicate Amazon S3 buckets are across regions. Question 12. What are 2 ways that moving to an AWS cloud can benefit an organization? Choose 2. Option 1. Switch to a CapEx model. 2. Increase speed and agility. 3. Stop guessing about capacity. 4. Depreciate assets over a longer time frame. 5. Gain greater control of data center security. Right answer is 2. Increase speed and agility. 3. Stop guessing about capacity. Explain: eliminate guessing on your infrastructure capacity needs. When you make a capacity decision prior to deploying an application, you often end up either sitting on expensive idle resources or dealing with limited capacity. With cloud computing, these problems go away. You can access as much or as little capacity as you need, and scale up and down as required with only a few minutes' notice. In a cloud computing environment, new IT resources are only a click away, which means that you reduce the time to make those resources available to your developers from weeks to just minutes. This results in a dramatic increase in agility for the organization, since the cost and time it takes to experiment and develop is significantly lower. Cloud is based on an operational OPEX model, not a capital expenditure CAPEX model. Cloud does not provide the ability to depreciate assets over a longer time frame, as you generally do not own the assets. Though the AWS cloud does provide significant security standards for the data center, you do not get more control, as this is an AWS responsibility. Question: which of the following statements is correct in relation to consolidated billing? Choose 2. Option 1. Paying accounts are independent and cannot access resources of other accounts. 2. Used to consolidate billing across organizations. 3. One bill is provided per AWS organization. 4. Volume pricing discounts cannot be applied to resources. 5. only available to enterprise customers. Right answer is 1. Paying accounts are independent and cannot access resources of other accounts. 3. One bill is provided per AWS organization. Explanation. AWS organizations allow you to consolidate multiple AWS accounts into an organization that you create and centrally manage. Note that it allows you to consolidate billing across accounts within an organization, not across organizations. Volume pricing discounts can be applied to resources. Consolidated billing is available to all customers. Question: which AWS service allows you to use block-based volumes on-premise that are then asynchronously backed up to Amazon S3? Option 1. AWS Storage Gateway File Gateway. 2. AWS Storage Gateway Volume Gateway. 3. Amazon S3 Multipart Upload. 4. Amazon S3 Transfer Acceleration. Right answer is 2. AWS Storage Gateway Volume Gateway. Explain. AWS Storage Gateway Volume Gateway represents the family of gateways that support block-based volumes. Previously referred to as Gateway Cached and Gateway Stored Mode, AWS Storage Gateway Volume Gateway operates in two modes. Stored Volume Mode, the entire dataset is stored on-site and is asynchronously backed up to S3, EBS point-in-time snapshots. Snapshots are incremental and compressed. Cached Volume Mode, the entire dataset is stored on S3 and a cache of the most frequently accessed data is cached on-site. AWS Storage Gateway File Gateway provides a virtual on-premises file server, which enables you to store and retrieve files as objects in Amazon S3. Multipart Upload and Transfer Acceleration are features of S3 associated with uploading files directly to S3. Question: when instantiating compute resources, what are two techniques for using automated, repeatable processes that are fast and avoid human error? Choose 2. Option 1. Snapshotting. 2. Bootstrapping. 3. Fault tolerance. 4. Infrastructure as code. 5. Performance monitoring. Right answer is 2. Bootstrapping. 4. Infrastructure as code. Explain. With infrastructure as code, AWS assets are programmable, so you can apply techniques, practices, and tools from software development to make your whole infrastructure reusable, maintainable, extensible, and testable. With bootstrapping, you can execute automated actions to modify default configurations. This includes scripts that install software or copy data to bring that resource to a particular state. Snapshotting is about saving data, not instantiating resources. Fault tolerance is a method of increasing the availability of your system when components fail. Performance monitoring has nothing to do with instantiating resources. Question: a company would like to maximize their potential volume and RI discounts across multiple accounts and also apply service control policies on member accounts. What can they use to gain these benefits? Option 1. AWS Budgets. 2. AWS Cost Explorer. 3. Aws 4. AWS Organizations. Right answer is 4. AWS Organizations. Explain. AWS Organizations enables you to create groups of AWS accounts and then centrally manage policies across those accounts. AWS Organizations provides consolidated billing in both feature sets, which allows you set up a single payment method in the organization's master account and still receive an invoice for individual activity in each member account. Volume pricing. Discounts can be applied to resources. AWS Budgets gives you the ability to set custom budgets that alert you when your costs or usage exceed or are forecasted to exceed your budgeted amount. AWS Identity and Access Management enables you to manage access to AWS services and resources securely. The AWS Cost Explorer is a free tool that allows you to view charts of your costs. Question: Which AWS service can an organization use to automate operational tasks on EC2 instances using existing Chef cookbooks? Option 1. AWS Ops Works. 2. AWS Service Catalog. 3. AWS Config. 4. AWS Code Deploy. Right answer is 1. AWS Ops Works Explanation. AWS Ops Works is a configuration management service that provides managed instances of Chef and Puppet. With Chef, you use code templates or cookbooks to describe the desired configuration of instances or on-premises server. AWS Service Catalog allows organizations to create and manage catalogs of IT services that are approved for use on AWS. AWS Config is a service that enables you to assess, audit, and evaluate the configurations of your AWS resource. AWS Code Deploy is a fully managed deployment service that automates software deployments to a variety of compute services such as Amazon EC2, AWS Lambda, and your on-premises servers. Question: which AWS service can be used to process a large amount of data using the Hadoop framework? Option 1. Amazon Athena. 2. Amazon Kinesis. 3. Aws Glue. 4. Amazon EMR. Right answer is 4. Amazon EMR. Explanation: Amazon Elastic MapReduce (EMR) provides a managed Hadoop framework that makes it easy, fast, and cost-effective to process vast amounts of data across dynamically scalable Amazon EC2 instances. Amazon Kinesis makes it easy to collect, process, and analyze real-time streaming data so you can get timely insights and react quickly to new information. AWS Glue is a fully managed extract, transform, and load (ETL) service that makes it easy for customers to prepare and load their data for analytics. Amazon Athena is an interactive query service that makes it easy to analyze data in Amazon S3 using standard SQL. Question: which feature of Amazon Recognition can assist with saving time? Option 1. Identification of objects in images and videos. 2. Identification of the language of text in a document. 3. Adds automatic speech recognitions (ASR) to applications. 4. Provides on-demand access to compliance-related information. Right answer is 1. Identification of objects in images and videos. Explain: Amazon Recognition makes it easy to add image and video analysis to your applications. You just provide an image or video to the Recognition API, and the service can identify the objects, people, text, scenes, and activities, as well as detect any inappropriate content. Amazon Comprehend identifies the language of the text, extracts key phrases, places, people, brands, or events, understands how positive or negative the text is, analyzes text using tokenization and parts of speech, and automatically organizes a collection of text files by topic. Amazon Transcribe is an automatic speech recognition (ASR) service that makes it easy for developers to add speech-to-text capability to their applications. AWS Artifact is your go-to central resource for compliance-related information that matters to you. It provides on-demand access to AWS security and compliance reports and select online agreements. Question: which type of cloud deployment enables customers to leverage the benefits of the public cloud and coexisting with on-premises infrastructure? Option 1. Public cloud. 2. Private cloud. 3. Hybrid cloud. 4. Legacy IT infrastructure. Right answer is 3. Hybrid cloud. Explain: a hybrid deployment is a way to connect infrastructure and applications between cloud-based resources and existing resources that are not located in the cloud. The most common method of hybrid deployment is between the cloud and existing on-premises infrastructure to extend and grow an organization's infrastructure into the cloud while connecting cloud resources to the internal system. A cloud-based application is fully deployed in the cloud and all parts of the app can run in the cloud. Applications in the cloud have either been created in the cloud or have been migrated from an existing infrastructure to take advantage of the benefits of cloud computing. The deployment of resources on premises, using virtualization and resource management tools, is sometimes called the private cloud. On-premises deployment doesn't provide many of the benefits of cloud computing but is sometimes sought for its ability to provide dedicated resources. Legacy IT infrastructure is not a cloud model. Typically, this includes systems that either not virtualize or do not have a cloud management layer. Welcome to AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner question. I am your host John Menz from Certificate Hub Academy. Question 1. What are the benefits of AWS organizations? Select all that apply. Option A. Analyze cost across all multiple AWS accounts. B. Automate AWS account creation and management. C. Centrally manage access policies across multiple AWS accounts. D. None of the above. Right answer is B. Automate AWS account creation and management. C. Centrally manage access policies across multiple AWS accounts. Explanation. AWS organizations has 4 main benefits. 1. Centrally manage access policies across multiple AWS accounts. 2. Automate AWS account creation and management. 3. Control access to AWS services. 4. Enable consolidated billing across multiple AWS accounts. Analyzing cost is done through the Cost Explorer or Tco Calculator, which is not part of AWS organizations. Question. If you are using an on-demand EC2 instance, how are you being charged for it? Option A. You are charged per second, based on an hourly rate, and there are no termination fees. B. You are charged by the hour and must pay a partial upfront fee. C. You must commit to a 1 or 3 year term and pay upfront. D. You are charged per second, based on an hourly rate, and there is a termination fee. Right answer is A. You are charged per second, based on an hourly rate, and there are no termination fees. Question. David is managing a web application running on dozens of EC2 servers. He is worried that if something goes wrong with one of the servers, he will not know about it in a timely manner. What solution could you offer to help him keep updated on the status of his servers? Option A. Configure each EC2 instance with a custom script to email David when any issues occur. B. Configure RDS notifications based on CloudWatch EC2 metric alarms. C. Enable CloudTrail to log and report any issues that occur with the EC2 instances. D. Configure SNS notifications based on CloudWatch EC2 metric alarm. Right answer is D. Configure SNS notifications based on CloudWatch EC2 metric alarm. Explanation. CloudWatch is used to track metrics on all EC2 instances. Metric alarms can be configured to trigger SNS messages if something goes wrong. Question. What AWS database is primarily used to analyze data using standard SQL formatting with compatibility for your existing business intelligence tools? Option A. Elasticache. B. DynamoDB. C. Redshift. D. RDS. Right answer is C. Redshift. Explanation. Redshift is a database offering that is fully managed and used for data warehousing and analytics, including compatibility with existing business intelligence tools. Question. What AWS service helps you estimate the cost of using AWS vs an on-premises data center? Option A. Cost Explorer. B. Consolidated billing. C. Tco Calculator. D. None of the above. Right answer is C. Tco Calculator. Explanation. The TCO, total cost of ownership, calculator helps you estimate the cost of using AWS vs an on-premises data center. Questions. What best describes the concept of fault tolerance? Option. A. The ability for a system to withstand a certain amount of failure and still remain functional. B. The ability for a system to grow and shrink based on demand. C. The ability for a system to grow in size, capacity, and / or scope. D. The ability for a system be accessible when you attempt to access I. Right answer is A. The ability for a system to withstand a certain amount of failure and still remain functional. Explanation. Fault tolerance describes the concept of a system, in our case a web application, to have failure in some of its components and still remain accessible, highly available. Fault-tolerant web applications will have at least 2 web servers in case one fails. Question. Karen is building a website that is expected to have a minimum of 1,000 users continually over the course of 24 hours. For 8 hours each day, traffic is expected to be at about 1,800 users. What EC2 buying options should she use to handle all the traffic and be most cost-effective? Option. A. Karen should rely solely on spot instances since that will be the cheapest option. B. Karen should buy reserved instances with enough capacity to cover the baseline of 1,000 users, then rely on on-demand instances for the 8-hour period of increased traffic each day. Answer. B. Karen should buy reserved instances with enough capacity to cover the baseline of 1,000 users, then rely on on-demand instances for the 8-hour period of increased traffic each day. Explanation. Reserved instances should be used to handle the expected baseline traffic to the website. Reserved instances, in 1/3-year term, can be purchased as a significant discount over on-demand instances. Any varying traffic above the baseline should be handled with on-demand instances, since they can be added/removed at any time, based on current demand. Spot instances should not be used in this scenario. Question. Children's All Saints Hospital has millions of old medical records that they must save for regulatory reasons. These records will most likely never be accessed again. What is the best and most cost-effective S3 storage option that will meet the hospital's needs? Option. A. Standard. B. Infrequent access. C. Glacier. D. Reduced redundancy. Right answer is C. Glacier. Explanation. Glacier is specifically designed for long-term archival storage. It is extremely inexpensive and should only be used for items that you access very infrequently. Question. Donna needs to provision a Linux server to run a web application on. What AWS service should she use to create the Linux server? Option. A. VPC, B. Lambda, C. EM, D. EC2. Right answer is D. EC2. Explanation. Elastic Cloud Compute, EC2, is AWS server-based compute service platform. You can use it to provision and use Linux and Windows-based servers. Question. What term best describes the AWS pricing model? Option. A. Pay all up front. B. Pay as you go. C. Pay all at end. D. None of the above. Right answer is B. Pay as you go. Explanation. AWS operates on a pay as you go model. No upfront cost or termination fees. Question. If you want to learn about AWS architectural or security best practices, where will you find that type of information? Option. A. AWS Yellow Pages. B. AWS Console Info Section. C. AWS White Papers. D. AWS Service Documentation. Right answer is C. AWS White Papers. Explanation. White papers are a collection of technical documents that outline many AWS relevant topics. Question. In the AWS Shared Responsibility Model, what is AWS responsible for? Select all that apply. Choose the two correct answers. Option. A. Physical security of the AWS data centers. B. Server-side encryption. C. Network-level security. D. The maintenance of the host's virtualization software. Right answer is A. Physical security of the AWS data centers. D. The maintenance of the host's virtualization software. Question 13. Which of the following are AWS support plans? Select all that apply. Choose the three correct answers. Option. A. Enterprise. B. Expert. C. Basic. D. Business. Right answer is A. Enterprise. C. Basic. D. Business. Explanation. AWS has 4 support plan levels: Basic, Developer, Business, Enterprise. Question. What is a main benefit of consolidated billing? Option. A. Faster response from AWS technical support. B. Gain a volume discount for usage across all your AWS accounts. C. Access to a higher support plan level. D. None of the above. Right answer is B. Gain a volume discount for usage across all your AWS accounts. Explanation. Consolidated billing allows you to view, manage, and pay bills for multiple AWS accounts in one user interface. Volume discounts can be earned by combining the usage from all accounts you own. Question. What best describes the difference between the Tco Calculator and the Cost Explorer? Option. A. The Tco Calculator helps you analyze current AWS usage charges. The Cost Explorer helps you estimate the cost savings of using AWS. B. The Tco Calculator helps you estimate the cost savings of using AWS. The Cost Explorer helps you analyze current AWS usage charges. Right answer is B. The Tco Calculator helps you estimate the cost savings of using AWS. The Cost Explorer helps you analyze current AWS usage charges. Explanation. The Tco Calculator is a free tool provided by AWS that allows you to estimate the cost savings of using AWS VS using an on-premises data center. The Cost Explorer is a free tool that allows you to view charges of your cost, helps you analyze where you are spending money. Welcome to AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner question. I am your host John Menz from Certificate Hub Academy. Question 1. What are some common uses of AWS? Select all that apply. Choose the 4 correct answers. Option. A. Networking. B. Analytics. C. Storage. D. Virtualization. Right answer is A. Networking. B. Analytics. C. Storage. D. Virtualization. Explanation. All of the answers are common uses of AWS. AWS has thousands of different uses. In this course, we discussed some of the major categories, including storage, computer power, databases, networking, analytics, developer tools, virtualization, security. Question. You have just set up a brand new AWS account. You want to keep monthly billing under $100, but you are worried about going over that limit. What can you set up in order to be notified when does the monthly bill approach $100? Option. A CloudTrail billing alarm that triggers an SNS notification to your email address. B. A SNS billing alarm that triggers a CloudWatch notification to your email address. C. A CloudWatch billing alarm that triggers an SNS notification to your email address. D. A CloudWatch billing alarm that triggers a CloudTrail notification to your email address. Right answer is C. A CloudWatch billing alarm that triggers an SNS notification to your email address. Explanation. In CloudWatch, you can set up a billing alarm that will trigger when your monthly bill hit the set threshold. That alarm can then be set up to trigger an SNS topic that will send you a notification that the alarm threshold has been met. Question. Which S3 storage class has the lowest object availability rating? Option. A. Standard, B. Reduced redundancy, C. Infrequent access, D. All of them have the same availability rating. Right answer is C. Infrequent access. Explanation. Infrequent access has the lowest availability rating, 99.90%. Standard and reduced redundancy have an availability rating of 99.99%. Question. Your company's upper management is getting very nervous about managing governance, compliance, and risk auditing in AWS. What service should you enable and inform upper management about? Option. A. Cloud Audit, B. CloudTrail, C. Cloud Compliance, D. CloudWatch. Right answer is B. CloudTrail. Explanation. AWS CloudTrail is designed to log all actions taken in your AWS account. This provides a great resource for governance, compliance, and risk auditing. Question. Which of the following will affect how much you are charged for storing objects in S3? Choose the two correct answers. Option. A. The storage class used for the objects stored. B. Encrypting data, objects stored in S3. C. Creating and deleting S3 buckets. D. The total size in gigabytes of all objects stored. Right answer is A. The storage class used for the objects stored. D. The total size in gigabytes of all objects stored. Questions. What does S3 stand for? Choose the correct answer. Option. A. Simple Storage Service. B. Simplified Storage Service. C. Simple Store Service. D. Service for Simple Storage. Right answer is A. Simple Storage Service. Question. Big Cloud Jumbo Corp is beginning to explore migrating their entire on-premises data center to AWS. They are very concerned about how much it will cost once their entire IT infrastructure is running on AWS. What tool can you recommend so that they can estimate the cost of using AWS maybe? Option. A. AWS Estimate Calculator, B. AWS Tco Calculator, C. AWS Cost Explorer, D. AWS Migration Cost Calculator. Right answer is B. AWS Tco Calculator. Explanation. The Aws Tco, Total Cost of Ownership, Calculator is a free tool provided by AWS. It allows you to compare your current on-premises cost vs estimated AWS cost. Question. Kim is managing a web application running on the AWS cloud. The application is currently utilizing 8 EC2 servers for its compute platform. Earlier today, 2 of those web servers crashed. However, none of her customers were affected. What has Kim done correctly in this scenario? Option. A. Properly built an elastic system. B. Properly built a scalable system. C. Properly build a fault-tolerant system. D. None of the above. Right answer is C. Properly build a fault-tolerant system. Explanation. A fault-tolerant system is one that can sustain a certain amount of failure while still remaining operational. Question. What best describes penetration testing? Option. A. Testing your application's ability to penetrate other applications. B. Testing your IAM users' access to AWS services. C. Testing your own network/application for vulnerabilities. D. None of the above. Right answer is C. Testing your own network/application for vulnerabilities. Question. Before moving and or storing object in AWS Glacier, What considerations should you make regarding the data you want to store? Choose the correct answer. Option A. Make sure the data is properly formatted for storage. Glacier. B. Make sure the total amount of data you want to store in under 1 terabyte in size. C. Make sure you are okay with it taking at minimum a few minutes to retrieve the data once stored in Glacier. D. None of the above. Right answer is C. Make sure you are okay with it taking at minimum a few minutes to retrieve the data once stored in Glacier. Explanation. Objects stored in Glacier take time to retrieve. You can pay for expedited retrieval, which will take several minutes, or wait several hours for normal retrieval. Question. What is AWS Serverless Compute Service? Option AS3, B Lambda, C EC2, D none of the above. Right answer is B Lambda. Explanation. AWS has two main compute services, EC2, server-based, and Lambda, serverless. Question. What is the availability and durability rating of S3 standard storage class? Option A. 99.999999999% durability and 99.99% availability. B. 99.9999999% availability and 99.90% durability. C. 99.9999999% availability and 99.99% durability. D. 99.9999999% durability and 99.00% availability. Right answer is A. 99.9999999% durability and 99.99% availability. Explanation. S3 standard storage class has a rating of 99.9999999% durability, referred to as 11 nines, and 99.99% availability. Question. S3 storage classes are rated by what two metric categories? Select 2. Choose the 2 correct answers. Option A. Objectivity, B. Durability, C. Availability, D. Fault tolerance. Right answer is B. Durability, C. Availability. Explanation. Each S3 storage class is rated on its availability and durability. Question. If an object is stored in the standard S3 storage class and you want to move it to Glacier, what must you do in order to properly migrate it? Option A. Delete the object and reupload it, selecting Glacier as the storage class. B. Create a lifecycle policy that will migrate it after a minimum of 30 days. C. Change the storage class directly on the object. D. None of the above. Right answer is B. Create a lifecycle policy that will migrate it after a minimum of 30 days. Explanation. Any object uploaded to S3 must first be placed into either the standard, reduced redundancy, or infrequent access storage class. Once in S3, the only way to move the object to the Glacier is through a lifecycle policy. Question. What AWS service has built-in DDoS mitigation? Option A. CloudFront, B. CloudTrail, C. CloudWatch, D. EC2. Right answer is A. CloudFront. Explanation. With CloudFront, you cache content at edge locations, which shield your underlying application infrastructure from DDoS attacks. Question. Which of the following will affect price you pay for an EC2 instance? Select all that apply. Choose the 3 correct answers. Option A. Instance type, B. Selected storage class, C. How long you use the instance for, D. Amazon Machine Image, AMI. Right answer is A. Instance type, C. How long you use the instance for, D. Amazon Machine Image, AMI. Explanation. EC2 instance pricing varies depending on many variables. 1. The type of buying option 2, selected AMI 3, selected instance type 4, region 5, data in/out 6, storage capacity. Question 10. If you want in-depth details on how to create, manage, and attach IAM access policies to IAM users, in what AWS resource should you look? Option: Aws How to Help section. B. AWS Service Documentation. C. AWS White Papers. D. None of the above. Right answer is B. AWS Service Documentation. Explanation: AWS Service Documentation is a collection of documents specific to each AWS service. They contain detailed how-tos as well as technical walkthroughs and specifications. Question: You notice that 5 of your 10 S3 buckets are no longer available in your account, and you assume that they have been deleted. You are unsure who may have deleted them, and no one is taking responsibility. What should you do to investigate and find out who deleted the S3 buckets? Option: A. Look at the S3 logs. B. Look at the Cloud Trail logs. C. Look at the Cloud Watch logs. D. Look at the SNS log. Right answer is B. Look at the Cloud Trail logs. Explanation: Cloud Trail is a logging service that logs actions taken by AWS users in your AWS account, such as creating / deleting S3 buckets, starting / stopping EC2 stances, etc. Question: Under what circumstances would someone want to use Elasticache? Select all that apply. Choose the 2 correct answers. Option: A. They need a NoSQL database option. B. They need to use edge locations to cache content. C. The need improve the performance of their web application. D. They need in-memory data store service. Right answer is C. The need improve the performance of their web application. D. They need an in-memory data store service. Explanation: Elasticache is used as an in-memory data store or cache in the cloud. Benefits include improved performance for web applications that rely on information stored in a database. Edge locations are used for caching content with the CloudFront service, so that is not an answer here. Question: What is the purpose of AWS Route 53 service? Select all that apply. Choose the 2 correct answers. Option: A. Content caching. B. Database management. C. Domain registration. D. Domain name system, DNS, service. Right answer is C. Domain registration. D. Domain name system, DNS, service. Explanation: Route 53 is AWS domain and DNS management service. You can use it to register new domain names as well as manage DNS record sets.